Through the years, music has galvanized people. Music sings the soul of our country, and the soul of America also means our democracy. So tonight, we're coming together to make sure that every voice is lifted and every vote is counted. Through the years, music has galvanized people. Music sings the soul of our country, and the soul of America also means our democracy. So tonight, we're coming together to make sure that every voice is lifted and every vote is counted.
Blessings and best wishes. Reggie Hubbard here with MoveOn. Happy to be with you in general, but also for the Lift Every Voice event, where it's election season, right? So we know that we are days from the end of election season. Election day is November 3rd, but you can vote now. So early voting has started in many places, almost every place. And so we're just hopeful that you've been inspired not only to take action for yourself, but take action to call other people. Text 3 friends or text 5 friends, or just text people to make sure that they're putting their voice into the equation. You know, there's a phrase that says, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And, you know, as someone who has been in the heart of the struggle for quite some time, I understand the way that people can be frustrated. But here's what I also know. As someone who has been in the heart of the struggle similarly, I know that when we speak in one voice, when we get in touch with our collective power, when we vote in such ridiculous numbers, the system can't help but change. So again, I'm happy to be with you today. In general, happy to be with you. MoveOn's happy to have been a sponsor of this event. And we invite you to take part in our Your Vote is Power series and our Mobilize to Win program. Mobilize to Win, moveon.org/mobilize to win. Thank you all for your eagerness, your participation, and your attention. Love and grace. Ashe. Please vote.
Greetings, I'm Marcus Miller, and from my home to yours, welcome to Lift Every Voice. Man, this year has been something else, but despite it all, we have really come together. We've come together to keep each other safe from COVID. We've come together to stand up against racial injustice. And now, in the final stretch of this deeply important election, we're coming together to make sure that every voice is lifted and every vote is counted. In my career as a musician, I've had the honor of working alongside generational talents from Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, Luther Vandross, Aretha Franklin, Beyonce. So I know how music can allow us to come together beyond our differences, shifting our culture and our country forward. What we're talking about here is the soul of America, y'all. Music sings the soul of our country, and the soul of America also means our democracy, our right to vote, our opinions, our right to voice our opinions without retribution, and to get into what the late, great Representative John Lewis called good trouble, so that liberty and justice can truly be for all. So tonight we're lifting up the soul that reflects America through music as we support 4 remarkable organizations: Color of Change PAC, the Collective PAC, Higher Heights Political Fund, and Control Z. These organizations have been on the ground making sure that no vote is left behind, from the youth to our elders. In this final push, it's critical that we help get everybody over that finish line. And we're going to be hearing from them throughout the program to get the lowdown on the work and what lies ahead. And to that end, I'm excited to introduce my co-host for the evening, a man who's really walked the walk in public office as a New York State Assembly member, representing his hometown of Boogie Down Bronx. He worked in the White House under President Obama, and now he's a vice chair of the Democratic National Committee. So let's all welcome Mr. Michael Blake to Lift Every Voice.
Hey there, Marcus. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. I am so excited to be here to co-host with you tonight this incredible program. We're being blessed by musical genius tonight through an all-star lineup to make sure that all of our voices are lifted and all of our votes are counted. We also get to hear from truly inspiring political leaders who do the hard work every day to make sure that every voice is heard. The upcoming election is like none any of us have seen or experienced. Our engagement, including our votes, are more important than ever. That is why I'm so grateful to everyone participating, from the legends of stage to the leaders in Congress and every one of you tonight. It gives me comfort knowing that you being here will help us raise the funds needed to ensure this year's election results are clear and just. The money we raise tonight goes directly to 4 organizations, all working to eliminate barriers to voting. I'll be very frank. The outcome of this election hinges on the turnout of voters of color, Black voters, as well as Latinx, young voters, full stop. It is critical that we make a change, and that will only happen when we all vote. In order to swing this election away from the divisiveness and politics of hate towards an America for all, we have to activate organizations on the ground, ensuring the results of this election are representing all of our communities. So we need your support, we need your dollars today, so that these organizations can do what they do best, getting Black voters out to vote, young voters, voters of color, all to the polls. And I'm delighted that the organizations that we are raising money for tonight are doing the most effective work on the ground to make sure that everyone's voices, especially those that have been marginalized and historically disenfranchised, are heard, counted, and lifted up. Back to you, Marcus.
Thanks for that, Michael, and thank you for all the work you've been doing, man, as the vice chair of the DNC to make sure we are represented and fought for at the highest level. We want to give a big thank you to MoveOn.org for letting us take over your platform this evening as we lift every voice. Thank you for the work you've done to mobilize voters this election season and for amplifying our cause. Now it's time to get into some music. So let's fill our hearts up with the soul of our country that sings out through these brilliant artists who exemplify soul. They've all donated their performances tonight to inspire us to donate what we can. So don't be shy. Give something meaningful to you and know that not a single dollar from tonight will be wasted to turn out the vote. So we're going to start off with a bang. It's my pleasure to present to you the great, incredible a cappella group, my brothers, Take 6. These guys are the gold standard for a cappella singing. Then Chaka Khan's going to come on and perform something really special that I know you're going to love. Chaka and I have known each other for many years, so it's a real treat to have her with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Take 6.
I look around and I see a heartache, a disaster, a strange calamity. I wonder how it's gonna be. Will it all end in some spectacular galacticality? One must consider what one believes, evolution or creation. I choose to believe in God. So the end is not a period but a pause. So just imagine this with me. Oh yeah. What a glorious time to be free. Glorious time to be free. Beautiful world this will be. Beautiful world. What a glorious time to be free. They said I walk the streets of gold. Never goodbye, and never ever growing old. They said with my own eyes I see the one who died to make it all actuality. You tend to love a smile when you cry a lot of tears. Walk a little bolder when you're free from all your fears. It's a world where love will always flow. Now I think I really wanna go. The Milky Way Trans-Universal Express. Soon we'll be ready to fly. What a beautiful world this will be. Oh yeah. Glorious time to be free. Glorious time to be free. Beautiful world this will be. Can't wait for that day. Oh yeah. What a beautiful world this will be. Glorious time to be free. and no more shame, no more fears, and no more tears, no more hate. I just can't wait. No, I can't wait. No, it's gonna be a beautiful world, beautiful world, beautiful world. Oh. Here is my hand for you to hold. Here's the part of me they have not sold. I wandered far, I had my fill. I loved you when, do you love me still? Only you have seen the other side of me. Call me naive, I think you will, but I loved you when, do you love me still? So many smiles and lies surround me, empty expectations, faceless fears. Sometimes this life is a bitter pill, but I loved you then, do you love me still? You have been mine since time untold. Our love is immortal, don't you know? Others may come, but they will go. I love you young and I love you old. Only you have seen the other side of me. Call me foolhardy if you will, but I love you now. Do you love me still? Here are the eyes that only see you. Here's the mouth that only calls your name. Here's songs they cannot kill. I love you now. Do you love me still? Ooh.
Man, can you believe Chaka Khan? She's been doing her thing since the 70s, still looks incredible, still sounds incredible, chilling in her living room, creating all that beauty. Okay, now we're gonna go to Miss Mary Lambert with a song that everybody can relate to, as evidenced by the 9 million folks who watched her video of this song.
Hi, I'm Mary Lambert, and I'm so honored to be a part of this event and be a part of lifting every voice. You know, people in positions of power that have gained their platform through harmful rhetoric and bad policy and disenfranchising people are betting on our indifference. They're betting on, you know, a lack of care at the polls. And I'm so energized and excited by what I've seen so far. And I hope that we can really make a difference. I really think we can. I'd love to play a song for you about being unashamedly and unabashedly yourself, which is what it takes to be brave. So this is Secrets. I've got bipolar disorder, my shit's not in order. I'm overweight, I'm always late, I've got too many things to say. I rock mom jeans, cat earrings, extrapolate my feelings. My family is dysfunctional, but we have a good time killing each other. They tell us from the time we're young to hide the things that we don't like about ourselves, inside ourselves. I know I'm not the only one who spent so long attempting to be someone else. Well, I'm over it. I don't care if the world knows what my secrets are. Secrets are. I don't care if the world knows what my secrets are. Secrets are. I'm so gay, sometimes I cry a whole day. I care a lot, use an analog clock and never know when to stop. And I'm passive aggressive, I'm scared of the dark and the dentist. I love my butt and won't shut up, and I never really grew up. They tell us from the time we're young to hide the things that we don't like about ourselves, inside ourselves. I know I'm not the only one who spent so long attempting to be someone else. Well, I'm over it. I don't care if the world knows what my secrets are. Secrets are. I don't care if the world knows what my secrets are. Secrets are.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Brown James, co-founder of the Collective PAC, where since 2016, we have worked to address the underrepresentation of Black people in political office on a local, state, and federal level. And over the past 4 years, we've been able to establish training operations like the Black Campaign School to support Black candidates that are running for office from City Council to U.S. Senate. This year, I'm excited to say that we have endorsed 161 candidates, but we need your support to help them get across the finish line. So please go to collectivepac.org to learn more about our work, but most importantly, to learn about our candidates and donate. They need your support. Because as we know, if we're going to change the laws in this country to work better for all people, we must change the lawmakers. Thank you for your support.
Hey, it's Alfre. Lift every voice and sing. What a perfect anthem to gather our people around at this critical moment for us in this country, when we need to lift every vote. You know, your voice is your vote, and we need to keep our voices thundering out across this land so we can be heard. We need to keep justice moving. You took to the streets by the hundreds of thousands this summer, demanding justice, and now we need you to flood the polls by the hundreds of thousands, because justice does not have legs. She's got to be pushed forward, or let's say escorted forward. We need to say who our elected officials will be so that they'll recognize us when we bring our insistence to the halls of power and insist on laws that recognize that our lives matter. Make policies that reflect the economic justice we deserve, the health justice that frankly is a human right, that we get environmental justice so that we can be healthy. Lift every voice and sing. Lift every vote and thunder. Voting, that's the work of those who are serious about justice. I'll see you at the polls.
Coming up next, we have some incredible performances from jazz vocalist Kandace Springs and pop R&B icon Jeffrey Osbourne. But first, Jonathan Butler is set to go. Jonathan grew up in apartheid South Africa. He was famous from an early age, like 6 years old, and his music actually helped sustain Nelson Mandela during his years of incarceration. Jonathan's been a pioneer throughout his career and really exemplifies how music and culture play a central role in social change. Here's my dear friend, Jonathan Butler.
Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Butler and I'm from South Africa. And I remember in 1994, apartheid ended in South Africa. Before then, blacks were not allowed to vote in South Africa. And I have to say, it's been an incredible stain on our nation, the horrors of apartheid and segregation. And to say this to you is so deeply important and meaningful and to my heart. Please go out and vote. We are voting to eradicate racism, poverty, and segregation. So just think about that. Think about the future of our children and their children to live in a world where there's no racism and segregation and prejudice. So I'd like to sing this song for you right now. The boy became a grown-up man the moment they said you never can. They said you may be very good, but down below you'll stay, it's understood. such a state of man, by whether fate has made him pale or tan. I do believe in order that truth can be real, we must heal our land, oh the land, heal our land today. Don't delay, oh the land, don't delay, don't delay. The girl became a raging fire the moment they said forget desire. Desire. This land of opportunity is not the same for you and me. We be wise. We be wise. No, she will not bow and meekly stand aside. She will not leave to please their selfish pride. She will be still in order the truth can be real. Oh, heal our land, come on everyone. Oh, heal our land today. Heal our land, oh. Tomorrow, see the children of our land demand today. You and your promises are hollow. You only stand in freedom's way. Heal, heal, heal this nation, oh God. Heal, heal the land. Oh, Papa, don't delay. Brother, sister, don't delay. Don't delay. Amandla.
You can have all the money in your hands, all the possessions anyone could ever have, but it's all worthless treasure. True worth is only measured not what you got, but what you got in your heart. You can have everything. What does it mean? It all means nothing. You don't stand for something. You just can't talk that talk. You've got to walk that walk to do it. It all means nothing. You don't stand for something. And I stand up for you. I stand up for you. Stand for respect, dignity, and that's all you have, and that's all you need. And without that, you don't have a thing. No, 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 no. It all means nothing. You don't stand for something. Stand up for you. I stand up for you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
That was Miss Kandace Springs with Stand Up for Something, beautiful rendition of an Oscar-nominated song from the film Marshall that starred the brilliant Chadwick Boseman about the early life of Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. Here's yet another legend for you. We've got a few legends here this evening, but you've been hearing this guy's voice on the radio for over 40 years, and his pipes are still magnificent. Please welcome Jeffrey Osbourne with one of his classic songs.
Our next speakers are powerful, dynamic, and highly accomplished leaders in their field and in their communities. They are incredible black women, the foundation of our party. and our movement. I'm so pleased that a portion of tonight's proceeds go to support the critical work of Higher Heights Political Fund. I've known their work over the years, and they are truly exceptional. Here to kick things off for this incredible portion, the esteemed trailblazing judge, Ann Claire Williams.
My name is Ann Claire Williams. When my 92-year-old mother voted for the last time in 2016, 1 year before her death, she said, "If I have to crawl to cast my vote, I will crawl." Fortunately, her wheelchair was working, so she didn't have to crawl. But like iconic civil rights champion John Lewis, she believed her vote was precious. She lifted her voice, let her voice be heard through her vote. My parents voted in every election. Why? They grew up in South Carolina, and they knew many had fought, were beaten, lynched, and died for that precious right to vote. They also knew elections were not just about the local, state, and national elected officials. It was also to them about federal judges, because the person we elect as president selects federal judges who serve for life, making decisions, ruling on questions that affect our lives for a lifetime. Why did my parents believe so much? Because of me. I was blessed, honored, and privileged to be a federal judge for over 30 years before I retired. I sat on the Federal Court of Appeals in Chicago, and I was the only person of color ever appointed to the Seventh Circuit, and sadly, I still am. My parents believed, and I believe, we need more people on the bench, Black folk, other people of color, women, and those from underrepresented groups like me who never knew a lawyer or a judge growing up. People who represent the wonderful, rich tapestry that is the United States of America. The president has now appointed more than a quarter of all the active federal judges. The 214 judges have been 83% white and 76% male, which reverses a 44-year trend of increasing diversity on the bench. President Obama, on the other hand, appointed 45% women. More than a third of the judges were of color, including 9 on the Court of Appeals. Who the president is matters. You, through your vote, will be lifting your voice to select our next president, who will then select the next group of federal judges. What if John Lewis had sat it out and given up? What if Mr. Civil Rights Trailblazer Justice Thurgood Marshall had sat it out and given up? Or the extraordinary women's rights advocate Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the notorious RBG? What if she had sat it out and given up? Where would we be today? Not here. Certainly I wouldn't be here. We cannot give up. Your one vote added to the millions of one votes surely matters. Lift up your voice. Vote, vote, vote.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Peeler-Allen, co-founder of Higher Heights, the nation's leading organization harnessing Black women's political power from the voting booth to elected office. We founded Higher Heights to be a political home for all Black women, where they could get the resources and skills they would need to change their communities and effectively run, win, and lead. We do this by providing online trainings, research, culture-shifting communications work, and digital campaigns. Higher Heights has helped drive the national narrative about the power of Black women as voters, and has inspired countless Black women to step into their power, whether that is as voters, activists, or elected leaders. Imagine what we can do together. Get connected, take action, join us at higherheightsforamerica.org, and follow us on social media using the hashtag BlackWomenLead.
Hey friends, it's Lauren Underwood. I'm so thrilled to be able to contribute to this great event, even though we can't meet up in person. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but there's an election coming up right now. Millions of voters in my state of Illinois and across the country have already cast their ballots, either from home or in person. But there's still so many more voters who have yet to make up their minds on who they're supporting or even whether they'll vote at all. Voters in districts where we have a chance to help incredible candidates build the most diverse Congress in United States history. And friends, this is crunch time. Look at Ohio's 10th district. Desiree Timms is within just 4 points of becoming the first woman and the first African American to hold this seat. That's exactly where my campaign was at this point 4 years ago. But with a last-minute rush of support from my community, we were able to make up the difference. That's the sort of power that we have. If we all get out and vote, we can make history in so many congressional and local races across the country. We can build a government that not only looks like the communities it represents, but actively works for our interests. So, make sure you vote if you haven't already. Make sure your friends vote. Make sure your college roommates, your neighbors, and your communities vote. Because together we can do whatever we set our minds to. Thank you.
So we are off and running with our Lift Every Voice virtual event. And as you can see, this is all about positivity, unity, and reconnecting with the things that give us joy in life. So take a load off, enjoy the music we put together for you from some exceptional talent, because tomorrow we all got to get back to work and get to those polls, y'all. We have a little over 8 days left to vote, and we want to make sure each and every one of you gets out there and votes. So let's get into some more music.
Good evening. My name is Jason Mraz, and I am grateful and honored to be here to help lift every voice. The song I'm going to perform is a song about endurance, about strength and hope in the face of adversity and some of our greatest challenges. I'm dedicating it not only to you, the viewer, but to members of my family who are voting differently than I, to prove that love will conquer all and that we are a beautiful, beautiful nation, but we have a little bit further to go on making sure we have policy and protections that demonstrate just how beautiful we are. So thank you for not giving up. Thank you for helping lift every voice through every action. This is called I Won't Give Up. When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, I've seen that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. And when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. Yeah, even the stars, they burn. Some even fall to the earth. We've got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. No, I won't. I don't wanna be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got. Yeah, we got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got in what I'm not and who I am. I won't give up on us. Even if the skies get rough, I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, still looking up. Yeah, yes, I am still looking up. Even through our darkest time, I'm looking up. Even through a dark mind, I'm looking up. 'Cause the sun is just standing above the clouds. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, and I know that you are love. And I know that we've got love to give, give, give. Is the reason that we live, live, live. Give, give, give. And don't give up.
Take it from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by his own choir and members of the Commonwealth Youth Choir, an artist who defines the power of soul and the power of love, Mr. BeBe Winans.
Don't even try it. Let the feeling
My name is Shasti Conrad, and I'm the founder of Control Z. I've worked for President Obama, Senator Sanders, and our nominee, Vice President Biden. Control Z is focused on Gen Z voter turnout with a specific focus on young progressives of color. We combine social media mobilization, movement building, and data analysis to drive youth engagement into the future of the political process. 24 million Gen Zers are eligible to vote, and they are currently underrepresented in our political process. The key to activating them is building a power center for them. That is why we are going to mobilize past the election on social media with Gen Z influencers and support their content and their activism. Harnessing this moment to start the ripple effect of Gen Z engagement is how we are going to confront the pressing issues of our time. Are you ready to undo the past and create the future? We are fired up and ready to go. Join us.
Hi, my name is Cori Bush. I'm the U.S. House Democratic nominee for Missouri's 1st District. And you know, I never thought that I would ever run for public office. I did not have the desire to. I went through so many things in my life. I've been unhoused, living in a car with 2 babies. I've been a low-wage worker for a long time, living uninsured, being a survivor of sexual assault, a survivor of domestic violence, being left for dead. And you know what? I went through so many things that so many other people in our communities have gone through and are going through. Who helps us? Who stands up for us? Well, there are people that are running. There are people who can do this work, who have been doing this work. It's up to us to make sure that they are seated in positions that can help us. That change happens and it starts at the ballot box. We have that power. You have that power. I would not be walking into the seat of the first Black Congresswoman from the state of Missouri in our history had it not been for people showing up. So we need you to show up. We need you to step up. We need you to stand up. Your vote matters. Your vote counts. These are not volunteer positions. So stand up and let's make this a win for all of our communities. Thank you. Let's do this.
I'm Rashad Robinson with Color of Change PAC. Driven by more than 7 million members, Black folks and allies of every race, we are working to channel the presence that Black people have in the world into the power to change the rules. From district attorney elections all the way up to the presidency, we recognize that this work is not about giving politicians jobs, but about making our lives better, about making our communities more whole, and about moving this country that we've built in the right direction. Every single day, I am inspired by the folks turning out to volunteer, engaging in elections for the first time, and standing up, whether it is through protest or at the ballot box. This is the work that we need to do in order to make progress real, in order to make the possibilities that we see in front of us actually realized. And so thank you for being with us. Thank you for joining us in this effort. The future ahead of us is what we make it. And at Color of Change PAC, we are going to work and fight every single day to win the future, to win on the things that matter, and to hold those in power accountable, because that is how we make justice real. Thank you.
I'm often asked by people, what keeps you going? And I had advice given to me to find your why. And so for me, as a kid from the South Bronx, where I grew up on Crescent and Burnside, where my mom raised 4 boys and worked for 40 years in a manufacturing plant, where my late dad mopped hospital room floors as a proud janitor for 1199 SEIU at St. Barnabas Hospital, where my oldest brother served this country in the Army for 29 years. My why is that I'm one of those kids that was lucky to get out, to be able to work for President Obama and Vice President Biden, to be able to come back home and get elected to the State Assembly. And so my why is I want more young brothers, more young people, more black folk, more brown folk to get in the game. You know, I was born with a heart murmur on Christmas night of '82. And in 2001, I fell asleep at the wheel and almost went over the cliff. I wrote out to my mom this line that has stayed with her. Dear God, may today be my greatest day. Greater than the great day I had the day before, but my goal has not been met unless tomorrow's the greatest of them all. You know, this year's been hard for all of us. And we've heard, what do you have to lose? The answer is simple, our lives, our businesses, our schools. But I'm here to say it's time to turn pain into promise. It's time to turn that anger into action. And so I need you to get in the game. So the same energy you would have to stand in line for sneakers, stand in line at the restaurant, stand in line for the club, the same energy you have to go online to check out what's happening there. I need you to go online to iwillvote.com to get in the game. And I need you to stand in line to have your voices heard. Vote by mail, vote early, or vote on November 3rd. Too much is at stake. If you're like me, you lost one of your friends along this journey. And like my family always says, we went from no house in Jamaica to the Black House in the Northwestern, to the White House in DC, to the State House in Albany. And now I want you to rep for your house. So speaking about the House, in the U.S. House, we have an incredible leader. Someone who shows me how it is to be a black man in politics, who shows me, even though I'm from the Bronx, he shows his love out of Brooklyn. He can drop lyrics about RBG on the House floor, or he can make sure he tells us the importance of being engaged as a leader in Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, someone who has been doing this thing for the 8th Congressional District, someone who's been transforming and showing us what's possible, now is the chair of the House Democratic Caucus. I have to introduce Chairman Hakeem Jefferies.
What's up, y'all? It's Congressman Hakeem Jefferies, coming to you from the 8th Congressional District in New York, otherwise known as the People's Republic of Brooklyn, urging you to make sure that you get out there and vote, and urge every single person in your household, every single friend, every single family member, every single neighbor, every single person within your social network to do the same. The two pillars of our democracy are protest and vote. Protest anchored in freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, and the right to petition your government for change, as protected by the First Amendment. But of course, you're more likely to achieve the outcome that we all want to see brought about in terms of racial justice, social justice, and economic justice if the people who you put into office share your values. And the only way to make sure that that takes place is to vote. And vote for those who you know have your best interests in mind, who have the best interests of our community in mind, and who are fighting for a brighter future, for a future with liberty and justice for all, equal protection under the law, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Get out there and vote like your life depends on it, because our quality of life absolutely depends on it. And when we do it, we are going to achieve a brighter future for everyone. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
So we're reaching the end of our program, and I can't thank you enough for being here, tuning in from home, and thank you for giving what you can to Control Z, Collective PAC, Higher Heights Political Fund, and Color of Change PAC, as they fight on the ground to make sure that every voice is counted by November 3rd. It's been a long road, and we can't let up now. Don't forget, you can give more than once. Every dollar is meaningful. Now, you know we had to close out this program with something amazing, and I am so thrilled to introduce yet another legend, Miss Patti LaBelle. You know, Patti LaBelle is another artist who's been doing it at an incredible level for decades and is not letting up in any way, form, shape, or fashion. She's paying tribute to jazz on her most recent album. Belle Homage is the name. In fact, we're going to hear a song from that album, as well as another one of my favorite Patti LaBelle songs that will feature Mr. Kirk Whalum on saxophone. You are in for a treat. Please welcome the one, the only, Patti LaBelle.
Mr. John Stanley, piano. No complaints and no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams and placing bets. And I have learned that all you give is all you get. So give it all you've got. Ooh, I had my share. I drank my fill. And even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down another road beyond the hill and do it all again. So here's to life and every joy it brings. So here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. May all your stars get better, and all that's good will get better. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you. Well, 2020 has been really weird. But I know there's a new day coming. The best is yet to come with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Holla at you, girl. Woo! Do it. Give me the sun. I'll give you the moonlight. Love will set us free. If we just believe the best is yet to come. It's coming. Ooh, show me your smile. I'll fill it with laughter. That will light your mind. As long as we believe the best is yet to come. Can you see what I see on the road ahead? Do you know there's a new life there? Waiting there.
Hi, this is Cory Booker, and we definitely need to lift every voice with a chorus of conviction to make this election truly historic. Not only do we end a time where we have in the White House demeaning, degrading, dehumanizing leadership that seeks to separate us against each other, but no, we also have a chance to elevate a historic president and vice presidential candidates into the Oval Office. It's exciting. I'm so grateful to see this possibility that lies before us. This time that we turn our nation back to focusing on making real the words of our founding, that we can become a nation of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that we are a nation with liberty and justice for all. Please, let's continue to be a part of this effort, a part of this push. There is work to do. There is challenge facing us in the midst of this pandemic, an economy that is in difficult straits. It's going to take the commitment of all of us together, rising together, standing together, working together, raising our voices together. Thank you for your commitment to country, to community. Thank you for your commitment to the highest values of humanity, empathy, love, and the important thing for our nation. Thank you for your commitment to putting more indivisible back into this one nation under God. Thank you.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. God of our weary, God of our sad tears, thou who hast brought us thus far along the way, thou who hast by thy might lead us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, we pray. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory. Till victory is won. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling seas. at the present time. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmony of liberty. Now let our rejoicing rise high as the listening sky. Let it resound loud as the road. Let it resound loud as the road. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Lift every voice, yeah. You better stand up, sing together, and sing together. We won't stop till victory. You got to stand up, sing together, sing together. We won't stop till victory is won. Yeah, Marcus. I know you all better stand up. Stand up, sing together. We won't stop till victory is won. Stand up, sing together. We won't stop till victory is won. Sing one more time. Stand up, sing together. We won't stop till victory. If coffee pour, then stand up, sing now. We won't stop now till victory. Now victory is yours and mine. If we're together, we won't stop till victory. Stand up. You can do it. You can do it. We can do it right now. Stand up. Sing together. Oh, we won't stop. No. Till victory is won.
Well, everybody, our time is up here. I hope that these performances and messages from our political leaders have filled your cup and has inspired you to give, inspired you to show up, to stand up, and to make sure that every voice is lifted. I can't thank each of our performers enough for donating their time to make tonight happen. And we celebrate Collective PAC, Higher Heights Political Fund, Control Z, and Color of Change for their remarkable work in our community. Big thanks to DNC Vice Chair Michael Blake for being my co-captain for this event, and to each and every person who tuned in and gave to make sure we have gas in the tank for this final stretch. Thanks for being here and doing what you can. And don't forget to get out to those polls, y'all. Don't forget to get out there and vote. It's the most important thing you can do. There's a brighter tomorrow on the horizon. Let's make it happen.